If you're planning on buying any cards from TCG Player, make sure you use our affiliate link right here in the description of our video to help support the channel. It's the best way to do it and it's free. Looking for PTGO codes? Poton Store has all the latest sets and promos, instantly delivered to your email. You can use Tablemon code when checking out for 5% off. Card Market is Europe's largest online marketplace for Pokemon cards. Whether you're looking for sealed product or singles, vintage or the latest sets, just follow the link in the description to find what you need. If you're looking for sealed product, Paladin Cards has some of the best deals and you can get 5% off any purchase with code TABLEMON5. This video is sponsored by the Pokemon TCG deck building website PokemonCard.io. Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video here at Tablemon. Thanks so much for tuning in. We're going to continue with our Lost Origin set coverage, and today we have a very different style of deck. No, this is not a mistake. There are no energies in this Hisuian Arcanine deck. Why is that? Well, Hisuian Arcanine has an attack called Guard It Down, which does 10 damage for 0 energies. But if you have no cards in your hand, this attack does 150 more damage. So if you can do some maths, 160 total damage is enough to two-shot basically everything relevant in the format. You one-shot other non-V attackers, and you two-shot every single V-Star and VMAX Pokemon out there. So playing with 0 cards obviously sounds awful. However, this deck does feature a lot of support in order to make sure that you can guarantee extra cards next turn. How are we going to do that? Well, we have a wider range of support Pokemon. Number 1, we have Zoroark with its ability which can transform like this card itself and become any stage 1. That way we have access to bonus Hisuian Arcanines, and we get access to Mightyena to deal with VMAX or any VMAX to shot it for free. When there's a VMAX in play, its attack also costs 0 energy. And we also have a copy of the Hisuian Zoroark coming out in Lost Origin, which has the attack Spell of Failure, where at the end of your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon will be knocked out. Now, any sort of retreating does make it so that this effect goes away. So it is a little bit of a questionable card in a way, but it can become a sort of threat to your opponent if they are running low on switch cards, or they don't have any, or they only have one threat powered up. You can threaten them with this, and then maybe they have to retreat, and then you get a bonus turn in order to finish stabilizing or finish setting up, basically. Now we are playing Bibarel with the Industries and Scissors ability, letting you draw until you have 5 cards in your hand. So if you ended your turn with 0 cards, you took 1, maybe 2 prizes, and then you get your top deck. You get to play some of those cards, draw extra cards, or you may choose not to use it, and then you get to attack again with the no cards in hand attack. So Bibarel, a great support Pokemon. Radiant Venusaur in the same vein as Bibarel. Once we attack after we have 0 cards in our hand, then we can draw until we have 4. So that allows us to have extra resources to set up more Arcanines in the future and find more resources. And then we also have Altaria with its ability which lets you put a supporter card at the top of your deck, which is very nice to make sure that you can set yourself up for the next turn with a peony, perhaps, letting you search for any 2 trainer cards that you might need for future turns. Or Ball Guide to let you search for Level Ball and Quick Ball or Ultra Ball, so you can set up your Pokemon. Or Boss's Orders, right, to make sure that you can cost something in the next turn. Yeah, you can use Altaria plus Oranguru to get the boss order immediately. You can use Grant as well to increase your damage output by a little bit, and also helps you get rid of cards from your hand, 2 of them exactly, in order to get to the 0 card hand each turn. Now we have a lot of Pokemon Search with Quick Ball, Ultra Ball, Level Ball, and Incense, along with a copy of Hisuian Heavy Ball, as we do want to set up all of our Pokemon and get our hand to 0 cards. We have 2 Ordinary Rod to make sure we can recover the right Pokemon and have a continuous flow of Hisuian Arcanine during the whole game. And then we have 2 switches and 2 Herbaloost to make sure that our Bibarel doesn't get stuck in the active, along with Radiant Venusaur. And we have 2 choice spells to increase our damage output and make sure we can, combined with the Grant, we can hit for 220 damage with Hisuian Arcanine, which can lead to a big a big knockout on a basic B that your opponent might not have accounted for, since you were only dealing 160 damage or 190 with choice build each turn. So the Grant could be a very nice surprise and high synergy with the deck by allowing us to discard extra cards. Yeah, so this deck is almost half Pokemon, half trainers. Not needing to run any energy means you have space for a lot of support Pokemon, and then you get to play these quirky cards like Bold Guy and Peony and Grant in order to make sure that you get to a 0-card hand each and every turn. Now, Hisuian Arcanine definitely reminds us of Gramble, another deck that rewarded players for having a 0-card hand. It was a fairy type, and it was a pretty popular and powerful archetype back then. Now, it couldn't get to 1-hit KOs on GXs at that point, but it could trade pretty decently. It had a cargo, and it had Oranguru for a little bit of its existence. So pretty cool to see that back. That deck did require energies though to be played, as the attack did cost a fairy energy. So I'm pretty happy to be seeing all these like cool mechanics that were pretty good or pretty competitively viable for single price Pokemon make a comeback. And with innovations like this one not needing any energies, we also have the Zoroark that can transform itself into any stage 1, which is really cool to see. You could even transform it into an extra Bibarel if yours got knocked out. You could transform it into Altaria to get extra resources. You get multiple Mightynas despite only playing one. If it gets knocked out, you just Zoroark and bring it back, along with the Hisuian Zoroark. And yeah, it's pretty funny to see a Zoroark transform into a Hisuian Zoroark. And you can just get extra Arcanines that way as well without needing to evolve into the Growlithe. So you're essentially playing an 8/8 Hisuian Arcanine line, along with bonus attackers to help cover weaknesses of the decks or of the deck, or give you extra variety in your attacks as well. So pretty cool deck. I really look forward to playing with this. At the very least, it's gonna be a fun, cool budget deck to play with, which will reward like proper sequencing and proper planning ahead to make sure that you get to a 0-card hand. And who knows, it might end up being decently viable, and it might end up winning a tournament or two. Certainly by the time we have these cards, if league challenges or league cups are going to be happening, then I fully expect to see people top cutting and winning league challenges and league cups with this deck. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying the Lost Origin coverage. Let me know if there's any particular card that you'd like me to cover from Lost Origin before we get into the actual gameplay on TCG, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.